In this video, I'm going to discuss few examples from the first video of Fundamentals of DC Circuits Part 1. The first topic I'm going to discuss is electric charge. What current must flow if 0.24 coulombs is to be transferred in 15 milliseconds? So first of all, let us see the values which are available with us. We have 0.24 coulombs, which is charge. Time period is given 15 milliseconds, and we know that the formula for charge is I into T, where I is current and T is time period. Q is given to us, T is given to us, and we need to calculate current, which is I. So I is equal to Q by T. The value of Q is 0.24 coulombs. The value of time is 15 milliseconds. That means milli means 10 raised to power of minus 3. So it comes out to be 16 amperes. If a current of 10 amperes flows for 4 minutes, find the quantity of electricity transferred. Now the term electricity over here is nothing but electric charge. So the current is given 10 amperes, time is given 4 minutes. So again, the unit that we need to consider is second. So total second will becomes 4 into 60, that is 240 seconds. So Q is equal to I into T, which is 2400 coulombs. Next topic, Ohm's law. Ohm's law is V is equal to IR. Let us start with a very basic example. The current flowing through a resistor is 0.8 ampere. That means current is given. Potential difference of 20 volt is applied. That means voltage is also given. We need to calculate the value of resistance. So with the help of Ohm's law, R is equal to V by I. It comes out to be 25 ohm. Next example, determine the potential difference which must be applied to a 2 kilo resistor, 2 kilo ohm actually resistor, in order that a current of 10 milliampere may flow. So first of all, resistance is 2 kilo ohm. So kilo means 10 raised to power of 3. Current is 10 milliampere, so milli means 10 raised to power of minus 3. So now with the help of Ohm's law, V is equal to IR, which comes out to be 20 volts. A 100 volt battery is connected across a resistor and causes a current of 5 milliampere to flow. Determine the resistance of the resistor. So first of all, we are going to discuss the example till here. This is the first portion of the example in which the voltage is given, the current is given, and we need to calculate the value of resistance. So resistance is equal to V by I. So voltage is 100 volt. Current is 5 milliampere, which is 5 into 10 raised to power of minus 3, which comes out to be 20 kilo ohm. Now let us talk about the second portion. If the voltage is now reduced to 25 volt, that means now the new voltage is 25 volt. What will be the new value of current flowing? So now in the second portion, the voltage is given. As we are discussing about a single battery, the same battery is there in both the cases. So resistor will not change. So let us pick the previous resistor value that we have already calculated, 20 kilo ohm. So that means new voltage 25 volts, the value of resistance 20 kilo ohm. So we need to calculate current, which comes out to be V by R. That is 25 divided by 20 kilo ohm. Kilo means 10 raised to the power of 3. It comes out to be 1.25 milliampere. The current voltage relationship for two resistors A and B is shown as the figure. So you can see it over here. In this graphical representation, we have two resistors, resistor A and resistor B. First of all, resistor A, voltage is 20 volt, current is 20 milliampere. On the other hand, for resistor B, we have 16 volt and 5 milliampere current. So by easily using the Ohm's law, we can calculate the value of resistor, that is V by I. Voltage is 20 volt and current is 20 milliampere. Milli means 10 raised to the power of minus 3. So it comes out to be 1 kilo ohm. Similarly, for resistor B, it comes out to be 3.2 kilo ohm. The next topic is resistance and conductance. Find the conductance of a conductor of resistance 10 ohm, 5 kilo ohm. The C option is 100 milliohm. As we have already discussed in the previous video that conductance is nothing but the reciprocate of the resistance, that is 1 by R. So in the first case it's 1 by 10 and the unit of conductance is Siemens or mho. So it comes out to be 0.1 Siemens. The second option, 5 kilo ohm, that is 5 into 10 raised to the power of 3, comes out to be 0.2 millisecond. And the third is 100 milliohm. Milli means 10 raised to the power of minus 3. So it comes out to be 10 Siemens. Electric power. To start with the electric power, we take a very basic example. A 100 watt electric light bulb is connected to a 250 volt supply. So first of all, the power is given, the voltage is given. Calculate the value of current. So by using the formula for power, which is V into I. So voltage is given to us, power is given to us, we can easily calculate the value of current. So current comes out to be 100 watt divided by 250 volt, that is 0.4 ampere. The second part of the example is to calculate the value of resistance of the bulb as well. Now to calculate the value of resistance, we can use Ohm's law. R is equal to V by I. So it comes out to be 625 ohm. Next example, calculate the power dissipated when a current of 5 milliampere flows through a resistance of 5 kilo ohm. Now power dissipated is the same as to calculate the power. Power dissipation is actually nothing but the loss in the power. So we will take the formula for the power in which the value of current and the resistance is there, that is I square R. So current is 4 milliampere, that is 10 raised to the power of minus 3, and resistance is kilo ohm, that is 10 raised to the power of 3. So after calculating this, it comes out to be 80 milliwatt. Alternatively, we can calculate it as, with the help of Ohm's law, that resistance is given, current is given, we can calculate power, we can calculate voltage, that is V is equal to IR, and once we got the value of voltage, we can calculate power as P is equal to V into I. So you can use any of the method, the result will become same, which is 80 milliwatt. An electric kettle has a resistance of 30 ohm. What current will flow when it is connected to 240 volt supply? So now you can see it over here. Resistance is given, voltage is given. So first case, we need to calculate current. Very simple, by using Ohm's law. I is equal to V by R. So it comes out to be 240 divided by 30, which is 8 ampere. Now in the second portion of this example, we need to calculate the power rating of the kettle. So power rating is nothing but again the calculation of the power. So power is V into I. So it comes out to be 1.92 kilowatt. The next example, a current of 5 ampere flows in the winding of an electric motor, the resistance of the winding being 100 ohm. So that means current is given first of all and resistance is given. First case, we need to calculate potential difference. With the help of Ohm's law, we can calculate it. V is equal to IR. In the second case, we need to calculate the power dissipated by the coil. So again, power dissipated, either we can use P is equal to V into I because we have the voltage as well now, or we can calculate P is equal to I square R. So the answer for the power dissipated by coil comes out to be 2.5 kilowatt. The last topic is electrical energy. A 12 volt battery is connected across a load having a resistance of 40 ohm. So first of all, we have the voltage, we have the resistance. Calculate current. So with the help of Ohm's law, I is equal to V by R, which comes out to be 0.3 ampere. Now the power consumed, determine the power consumed also and the energy dissipated in 2 minutes. So first of all, power is VI, which is 3.6 watt, and now the last portion is calculate energy dissipated. So the formula for energy is power into time. Time is 2 minutes, so first of all we need to convert it into seconds. 2 into 60 seconds multiplied by power, so it comes out to be 432 joules. Electrical equipment in an office takes a current of 13 ampere from a 240 supply. Estimate the cost per week of electricity if the equipment is used for 30 hours each week, and 1 kilowatt hour of energy cost 13.56 paisa. So first of all, we need to calculate the value of energy. The formula for energy is V into I into T, or we can say power into time. So first of all, calculate value of power, which is V into I. Voltage is 240 volt. Current is 13 amperes. So it comes out to be 3.12 kilowatt. Now, energy used per week, power into time. So as per the numerical problem, we have 30 hours each week. So 30 hours and kilowatt hour. So as you can see it over here, the cost is given as kilowatt hour. So we need to calculate the value of energy first of all in kilowatt hour directly. So kilowatt, that is power, we have already calculated. So knowingly we are not going to convert this 30 hours into seconds. That means as such we have used 30 hours. So power into time, which is 93.6 kilowatt hour. So now 1 kilowatt hour of energy cost 13.56 paisa. So for the total amount of energy, we have 93.6 into 13.56 paisa, which comes out to be 12.69 rupees. So this is the cost of electricity weekly. An electric heater consumes 3.6 megajoule when connected to a 250 volt supply for 40 minutes. Find the power rating of the heater and the current taken from the supply. So first of all, you can see the unit, megajoule. So joule is the unit of energy. Mega means 10 raised to power of 6. That means first of all the energy is given to us. So the formula for energy is power into time. So power that we need to calculate over here, see. So power comes out to be energy by time. Energy is 3.6 into 10 raised to power of 6 joules, which is megajoule. And the time period is 40 minutes, which is 40 into 60 seconds. So power comes out to be 1500 watt. That means power rating of heater comes out to be 1500 watt or 1.5 kilowatt. Now the second portion of this numerical is we need to calculate the value of current as well by easily using the value of power, P is equal to VI. We can calculate the value of current, that is P by V. Power is 1500 watt, voltage is 250 volt, and current comes out to be 6 amperes. Determine the power dissipated by the element of an electric fire of resistance 20 ohm when a current of 10 ampere flows through it. So first of all, we need to calculate the value of power when the value of resistance and the current is given. So P is equal to I square R. So it comes out to be 200 watt. The second portion is, if the fire is on for 6 hours, determine the energy used. So energy is power into time. So energy is power into time. Power is 2 kilowatt. Time is 6 hours. Again, knowingly, we are not going to convert hour into second because ultimately we need to calculate the costing as well. So it comes out to be power into time, which is 12 kilowatt hour. Now the costing, 1 unit of electricity cost 13 paisa. So what is 1 unit? 1 unit is 1 kilowatt hour. That means the costing is for 1 kilowatt hour is 13 paisa, and for costing for the total 12 kilowatt hour comes out to be 12 into 13, which is 1.56. A business uses 2-3 kilowatt fires for an average of 20 hours each per week, and 6 150 watt lights for 30 hours each per week. So first of all, you can see we have 2 fires and 6 lights, and we need to calculate the costing. For that, first of all, we need to calculate the value of energy. So energy is power into time. So we have 3 kilowatt of fire for 20 hours. So it comes out to be 60 kilowatt hour. But we were having 2 fires. So it comes out to be 120 kilowatt. The second portion was about the light. So 150 watt of light is working for 30 hours. So it comes out to be 4.5 kilowatt. And we are having total of 6 lamps. So it comes out to be 27 kilowatt hour. So now what about the total energy? Total energy used per week is 120 kilowatt hour plus 47 plus 27 kilowatt hour. See, 120 kilowatt hour plus 27 kilowatt hour. It comes out to be 147 kilowatt hour. Now let us calculate the last portion is costing. So if the costing is 14.25 paisa per unit, what is 1 unit? 1 unit is 1 kilowatt hour of energy. So the total costing will be 14.25 into 147 kilowatt hour multiply by 100 to convert paisa into rupees. It comes out to be 20.95 rupees as the costing.